Thank you for joining me again as we consider the treasures in heaven portion from Matthew 6:19 through 21. Do not store up for yourselves treasures on earth, where moth and rust consume and where thieves break in and steal. But store up for yourselves treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor rust consumes, and thieves do not break in and steal. For where your treasure is, your heart will be there also. Through this series, we have considered that our earthly treasures, be they money or gifts or talents, will ultimately come to nothing. But we can store up eternal heavenly treasures by using our talents for the common good. And one aspect of the common good is this congregation. We've considered that each of us has at least one special gift we can use for the common good. Remember Paul's gifts of the Spirit from 1 Corinthians 12? We have considered how any money we give is a blessing. Remember the widow's mite. That's told twice in Mark and Luke. This congregation has been fortunate in recent years, with many who have stored up treasures in heaven, often unnoticed. When we were in the pandemic hiatus, the FCC, Federal Communications Commission, reallocated this 600 megahertz frequency band to emergency services. Our wireless phones were on that bandwidth, necessitating new wireless mics. Two members of the congregation oversaw the transition and donated the costs. There have been countless light tubes and electrical fixtures replaced, many with LEDs, drywall and other things repaired, utilizing the technical knowledge and skills of members who have almost always donated the cost of the materials. Some of you have donated to the cost of repairing the collapsed sewer line in the men's bathroom. Some in the congregation have done much of the needed electrical wiring themselves. There have been many minor repairs done by members. And I hope we are accustomed to coming to church every Sunday morning to find the doors open, the lights on, being greeted, hearing the worship service, and the coffee hour afterwards. All this is due to members, to the labors of members, of whom there's a diminishing number. The grounds and outward appearance of the church are beautiful, thanks again to members, and probably many other such things that I cannot now recall. Unfortunately, this is not sustainable. Those referenced in this meditation, some have passed away. Others have moved on, and still others are no longer physically able to do that which they have been doing for years. It is possible to replace these contributions by others taking on these tasks or by paying tradespeople. And for that, we need more money. Congregational leadership can always use new ideas and new energy. And there are many opportunities now to help and to store up treasures in heaven. We currently need sound system operators. There are now only 2. We need more people taking turns opening and closing the building. Neither of these are physically difficult and are both easily learnable. Consider sharing in committee work. Committees aren't private clubs with rosters. They're just groups of people who want to make sure a certain thing is done. And consider your own ideas. Maybe we have not thought of something that you think should be done. If you can take that on, please let that be known. Soon you will be seeing forms by which you can offer to serve on the session or board of deacons or other places. And of course, there will be the ubiquitous pledge letters and cards. Please take time to prayerfully consider how you can give just a little bit more of your wealth and of yourself for the common good of this congregation. We are all in this together.